The following segment is sponsored by Flo Health.
When it comes to women's health, there's a lot to know, which can feel very overwhelming. Luckily, Dr. Rama is here with information and resources you will want to know. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're so glad to have you. Now, what are perimenopause symptoms?
You know, perimenopausal symptoms are so vast, and they can start anywhere between your mid-30s to your mid to late 40s. It's the period of time leading up to that final menstrual period due to like estrogen, erratic nature of estrogen in this time of period. So people can have, irregular cycles. They can get the typical hot flashes, night sweats, but they can also get a lot of mood disruption, anxiety, depression, symptoms, cognitive issues, can't remember my words kind of thing, musculoskeletal symptoms, there's genital urinary symptoms, there's like skin dryness. There's so many symptoms that have been described, and not every woman experiences every one of them, but everyone has a different experience.
I'm over here checking a lot of boxes personally here. Now, you did mention that these symptoms can start even in your 30s. When do they typically start so that people know when to start paying attention for this?
You should start paying attention. I always say that if we're going to give puberty talks, we should give peri talks. So women should actually start thinking about it in their 30s to kind of get a better idea. Maybe you run into your late 30s to early 40s before you actually have the symptoms, but being aware of them is really key. And awareness can happen in many ways, which is, one of the reasons I think Flo started to develop this perimenopause mode on their app so that people can get more educated on this area.
And what are some strategies for navigating these symptoms, even though they're so vast?
Yeah, the first, I think, strategy is to just be aware of what's happening to your body and to start understanding all the changes that may be happening. And that's through education. We know that women will can use something like the Flo app to kind of get some ideas of what's happening with their symptoms. There's educational material. There is a perimenopause risk assessment thing that you can take. And so when women do this and they're coming into the office educated and having an idea of their symptoms, then I can help them navigate their experience by maybe helping them with lifestyle modifications or hormones or medications or other things that we can use.
And what is the workplace and economic impact of these untreated symptoms? Because we're going to feel terrible, but this is also affecting other people as well.
No, for sure. It's really not in a vacuum. And so anyone that knows a woman in midlife is probably being affected to some capacity. And so, Flo has done some research to show that it's not just about your health. It's not just about relationships. And actually there is a loss in wages and a loss in productivity. Per woman, there is about a $2,700 loss per woman. That equals about a $22 billion loss annually for the nation. So it's not a small thing that's happening here.
And what are some resources that women can go to take control of their health?
You can actually head on to the perimenopause portion of the Flo app to get some more education. There's a risk assessment, like I told you about, for the month of October, which is Menopause Awareness Month. They're actually offering it free to anyone over the age of 35. So that's one place to start. And then there's a huge community of people there that are really experiencing many of the same things that you are. And so building that community is so important for social interactions and for just understanding that you don't have to suffer alone, actually.
Absolutely. It's so important to know that you're not alone. Doctor, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks so much.